Method for handling deadlock. We can deal with the deadlock problem in one of three ways. The first method is we can use a protocol to prevent or avoid deadlock, ensuring that the system will never enter a deadlock state. So, the first method is prevention. We always hear that prevention is better than cure. So, in the same way, here we are trying to make sure that the deadlock does not occur in the first phase itself. So, we don't need to deal with deadlocks. So, what we are going to do here is we are going to use some protocols to prevent or avoid deadlock. If we can prevent it in the beginning itself, so we don't want to deal with it in the future. The second way is we can allow the system to enter a deadlock state, detect the deadlock and recover it. Unlike the first method, the second method we are allowing the system to enter a deadlock state. We are not preventing it from the beginning. If a system enters a deadlock state, we are going to detect and we are going to recover it. So here we are not preventing. We allow the system to enter a deadlock state. But we are making sure that if the system enters a deadlock state, we should be having a mechanism to detect, and also we have to make sure that we have some method to recover from the deadlock. So this is another way of handling deadlock. The third and the final way is we can ignore the problem altogether and pretend that deadlock never occur in the system. So in the third way, we are not trying to prevent or avoid deadlock. We having any mechanism to detect and recover from the deadlock. We are just ignoring the problem altogether and we just pretend that deadlock will never occur in the system. You may be thinking, what kind of a strange solution is this? So though this looks like a strange solution, this method is also used by many of the operating systems. So in this method, it is not the responsibility of the operating system to deal with deadlock, but it is the responsibility of the application programmers to program and develop the application in such a way that the process do not enter a deadlock. So it is their responsibility and not the responsibility of the operating system. This is also a method for handling deadlock, even though it looks like a strange method. This is deadlock ignorance, which we have already discussed in our offline class. This is also known as off-stitch approach. Hope you remember that. Next topic, we will see in detail about deadlock prevention and also deadlock avoidance.